Spoiler warning, this video will mainly contain spoilers from manga chapters 103 to 108. Yo, so today I'm going to be talking about the epic lover spat between Gabimaru and Shija. Well, the love is pretty much one-sided with Shija. Guess I'll explain a bit of Shija's character first. Like Gabimaru, she's a shinobi from Iwagakure and was sent alongside other Iwa ninja to join the second team sent by the shogun to the island. However, the true goal of Iwa and Shija was to kill Gabimaru and take back the alias, which became her personal goal. After all, she was the next chosen shinobi to succeed Suki for the title of Gabimaru the Hollow. Fun fact by the way, Suki is actually Gabimaru's birth name. Shija actually has a lot of respect for Gabimaru, and essentially becomes love-struck whenever she's around him. He was truly worthy of the name Gabimaru. It's like to the point where she'd commit gruesome acts for his sake in the shadows. We get to see more of the psychotic, twisted behavior when Gabimaru and Sagiri encounter Shija on their way to the Banko's metal tendon. Basically, the Banko has 5 tendon with different attributes, and the group had to split up to destroy them all at the same time, or else everyone would undergo aborification from breathing its tan particles in the air. Shija is overcome with excitement when she first makes contact with Gabimaru, while he considers her someone more frustrating than even the Tenzin. Gabimaru knows her mission and would prefer to avoid fighting since he doesn't think he could win with this condition. He tries to gain her support, and Shija happily agrees, although she'll help him by bringing out his full fighting capabilities with a battle to the death. How helpful, right? With no choice, Gabimaru decides he'll kill, exciting Shija even more. They first engage in extreme hand-to-hand combat, with both of them using multiple ninjutsu to counter the other, with the initial clash ending with their aesthetic blaze clashing with the other. Meanwhile, Sagiri can't find any opening to jump into the battle, and the tendon keeps producing more Lord Tenzin clones for her to cut down. On the other hand, as they continue to fight, Shija believes she can predict what he's thinking and his movements due to the number of years she spent studying him. She sees it as a sign of love, with Gabimaru clarifying just how. Then, Gabimaru was kicked and sent flying to a statue, although he wanted to get kicked into the Banko's tendon, which Shija also realizes. She starts to suspect that Gabimaru has been protecting Sagiri, which she calls a hag, from the start of the fight, and wonders if her presence has anything to do with his condition. After striking Gabimaru, her suspicion is confirmed, and surmises that he has attained a body similar to the doshi she learned about. His body is suffering from weakened regeneration abilities, and one of the ways for him to recover is by finding one with a restorative Tao attribute. Shija realizes that Sagiri fills that role and furiously targets her, calling her a hag again. Gabimaru yells for Sagiri to run, but she stands her ground, angered by the disrespect from Shija. Sagiri thinks she can use Tao to react, but Shija moves too fast and takes her down. However, Sagiri uses a shinobi drug Yuzuriya had given her, causing Shija to jump away. Shija asks why she's trying to help Gabimaru so much, and Sagiri responds by basically saying it seems possible to sympathize with just about anyone in this era, even the Iwa ninja or the Tenzin. Hearing that, Shija restrains Sagiri with her hair, and it helps Sagiri to understand her. She does this by giving Sagiri the drug she tries to use on her. The Never Fear powder, as Shija calls it, stimulates the nervous system's pain sensation. For 3 days and nights, Iwagakure trainees undergo this training to acclimate to the pain. Fewer than 1 in 10 children usually survive. Then there's also the Never Bliss drug, which she forced into Sagiri. When used with Never Fear, the 2 drugs invoke the sensation of being violated. With all her senses gone, she exclaims her passion for death, believing that true life is found in that moment of pardon. Shija questions why Gabimaru clings to life, and he remembers Yui before saying he just wants to live a normal life. Shija replies that a normal life for them is impossible, and tries to break his spirit by revealing his wife Yui does not exist. Gabimaru knows that psychological warfare is an old Iwa tactic. He wants to keep talking and buy time to recover, which Shija also knows. But she then reveals to him that his relationship and love with Yui was just make-believe, a lie. As Iwagakure members, even Yui shouldn't be an exception when it comes to being numb to their senses. She was just putting on a mask. Gabimaru and Yui were just playing house to hide the stench of death all around them. As Shija talks more about the supposed fake relationship, both Gabimaru and Sagiri seem to realize something. Sagiri actually lets out a genuine grin and tells Shija that she suspects this was enough for Gabimaru. He was essentially told that Yui does indeed exist, causing his Tao to wildly surge once again. The strengthened emotions allowed his Tao to stabilize, leading to his body healing. With Yui confirmed to be real, Gabimaru states that he is ready to search for his new normal with Yui by his side, and he warns Shija that he'll kill her if she keeps getting in his way. And all that does is just excites her even more. With Gabimaru at full strength, he begins to clap her when they clash again. She's taking much more damage, and there are no clear openings for her to exploit. It was really the flowers slowing him down earlier. Shija then remembers the tips Gabimaru would give her back in the day every time they sparred, and he uses it all now, even aesthetic blaze, which Gabimaru doubted she could use. She uses the fire to get in and strike near his heart, Even though she pierced Gabimaru, he just compliments her. It's an attack that would have killed Gabimaru if he was still human. Gabimaru then grabs her hand and holds onto Shija before consuming them both with an aesthetic blaze of his own. As Shija falls, she recalls that unlike everyone else, she felt more than an admiration for Gabimaru. She remembers the first time she caught feelings for Gabimaru. It was during a trial where they had to survive, and it seemed that young Gabimaru helped her out, as she questioned if it was the fear of death that caused her heart to pound as much as it did. She remembers when Gabimaru remembered Yui, realizing the old Gabimaru was lost to her, and even burning her face to match Yui. She always knew that the pounding in her heart was not because of fear of death or admiration. Yet, as she lays on the ground beaten, the time for that, which is most likely love, has passed too. Shija assists Gabimaru one last time to create a whistle with her hair, signaling to the rest of the Iwa ninja to kill themselves to avoid getting in his way. Shija also confirms that Yui is indeed alive and awaits his return. The chief has no plans to do anything yet until their return. With her last words in the form of a marriage vow, Shija asks Gabimaru if he would fight her again if they were reborn, and Gabimaru smiles and says yes. He'll kill her as many times as it takes. Shija smiles one last time too, thanking him and wishing him the best for the future battles to come. And that's how their battle comes to an end. Very wholesome if I do say so myself. In the end, although Shija didn't get Gabimaru to return her love, she still died happily. It's unfortunate that the Iwa shinobi had to grow up in such a traumatic environment, and it's pretty clear that Shija truly loved him. This battle is a pretty interesting one in my opinion, and one of the rare times in the series we got to see two of the strongest shinobi going up against each other, and it did not disappoint. I hope you all enjoyed it, as well as the video, if you watched this far. Thanks a ton for watching, and comment down below your thoughts. It would be cool if you could like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I got some more Hell's Paradise content here if you want to check it out. Anyways, hope you all have a great rest of your day, and peace.